It is November 2023. At the current time, this is the best deal for the Steam Deck and the Rogue. I'm sure there's some other options, but this is to me, it seems like a special hard drive because it costs a lot more and it's a certain M.2. But this is the one that I see a lot of people buying. I normally buy Samsung, Western Digital, but none of their prices compete with this right now. This has 1,100 reviews on it, and Western Digital don't even have one yet. That's 2 terabyte. So we're hoping to get at least 1.8 out of it. But this is how it comes from Amazon. Read and write 500, 3200. Most likely there will be a 4 terabyte within no time, so it doesn't really hurt me to buy like an off-brand, whatever this brand is. Link will be in the description below. I got it for $163 Black Friday 2023. I'm probably going to use it for a year or two and then upgrade to a bigger one. I also have a 1 terabyte SD card micro in the bottom, SanDisk. Never had any of them go bad. That thing's running right now. We're actually going to shut it off because in this video I'm going to be tearing it apart and putting this in there. Let's go ahead and unbox this. I see a lot of good reviews on here. I'm not going for speed, I just need the size. I grew up in real hard drives, disk ones, so anything's faster than them. So I'm not one of them people that are like, oh my gosh, it's got to pull the exact 5,000. I'm just happy it works. That's it in the box. Looks like a Wi-Fi card for a laptop. Installation process. Portable SSD. We know most of this stuff. Hopefully it's formatted right. I don't really feel like... Hey, these are cool. 5,000. Tells you a little bit about everything. Only in English, it looks like. That's kind of nice. So the Steam Deck has shut itself off. There's the beauty itself. Oh, it's a 2-piece. I was looking for the plastic that you just kind of tear out, but it's a 2-piece plastic. That's nice. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that. Looks like it's got 1 chip on it. I don't see any cracks in the chip. I don't know if you guys can even see that. I don't see like a little divide in the chip, so it's all 1 chip. There's some stuff at the bottom of it. Let's see if that just tears off. And there we go. Pretty cool. Put that back on. Just wanted to make sure everything looked good. PCIe Gen 4x4 S91. Not much to that. Let's put that over to the side. And let's dig into the Steam Deck. I'm using a smaller Philips, which is the plus sign. I did have something to put down. No, I don't. I was going to put this on something. Okay, we got a screw hole here, here, there, and then it just pops apart. I've only had it apart once. I was trying to get a new skin for it this time around, but Black Friday was not on my side for that. As a kid, I had the Game Boy Color at school, and it was always who had the coolest color. And in my day, when I was in school, somehow the yellow one won, solid yellow, because it was Pokemon yellow, I guess. And then purple see-through. Everybody really wanted that. And I had a gray see-through, I think. I don't really remember that one very long, but I had a lime green after that. And guess what? Everybody knew that was mine, because no one else had a lime green one. I see they have the same colors for this. I don't know about the yellow, but they have the purple see-through. And as soon as I seen that, I was like, oh my gosh. Brings back some memories. I think I'm going with a green, because I like aqua green. Probably make a video on that too. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Now coming out pretty easy so far. Again, I've had this apart once before just to make sure I knew what all the parts were in case something went bad. I go through a lot of Wi-Fi cards. Because I like to just download all my games. I think I got that right. Okay, now it should just separate. I forgot to bring a pry tool. Take the SD card out. If you guys seen that, I bought the cheaper version. Wish I didn't. It does, you can definitely tell that it's a bit slower than its predecessor, the A2. And I have a lot of the A2s. I'm actually recording onto one right now. So I'm going to have to go get the pry tool to tear that apart. Didn't quite get the one that is my best, but it started popping apart. May have them two screws in. Oh, no, got it out. Okay, I got it apart. I think I was just bending it in a weird way. Sometimes when I get mad with this thing, I'll twist it. It really holds up to the abuse. But I don't actually twist it to where it's going to be breaking anything. I just get kind of mad, just and I think that kind of made this just fit in there a bit tight. But it popped right off. And now we'll be getting to the hard drive. Go ahead and make sure your battery, get your pictures of your battery in case you got to buy it. Take a picture of this whole thing just in case you got to buy something later, because all this is serviceable, which is really nice. All the boards are individual, so if you break, this button quits working, you can replace just that board. It's very convenient, but we're going to be going after the hard drive. I was getting ahead of myself a little bit and forgot to hit the play button. So there is a screw here and a screw here, and then you got to peel this back a little bit to reveal the screw underneath there. And that one has a little bit bigger of a head, and then this just pulls right off. Has little heat sinks on there, just kind of leave them alone. Helps with the heat. Now this did have a screw in it, but I went ahead and tore all this apart, forgot to push play. Went ahead and took the screw out, and this is your hard drive in this edition. Also, if you're already under here and you got better thermal paste, I would replace the thermal paste. This is most likely your CPU or GPU, one or the other. I don't know all my facts, but I hate factory paste. It always just dries up and turns into clump, and it could lower the temp a little bit. See, it only has one brass or copper bar going over. Also make sure everything's cleaned out. Mine hasn't been used that much, so we're all right. So I took that screw out. Everything is with the same screwdriver that tore off the back cover. And then this just pops up and you wiggle it out. This also still looks like a Wi-Fi card, but your Wi-Fi is actually plugged in below it. And I don't think all this insulation on here is just for heat. I think it's also to keep the frequencies separated. If you see, this ain't on there just for heat either. I think this kind of keeps everything in that area, and then the internet wires. I don't know. I once upgraded my TV wires to what satellite dishes use, and my signal just went crazy. And they said, well, it's because we got this insulation in there. So, and cheap cables from Walmart, your coax cables, they don't have that insulation, they say. So we are going to take that off. Most likely have to use a piece of tape to get it on the new one. Plus I want to see what brand it is. That was some good tape. Okay, since I have it already in my hand, I think the tape was on the bottom side. I don't know if it really matters. There, it actually retaped itself. Cool. Yeah, I think that should have been on the bottom side. That works. Oh, that actually has a notch. Guess I'll leave it like that. Just get on there. Yeah, that's notched out to be on the bottom side to cover more. So there we go with that. But let's see what brand was in there. This was the 256 gig or the 500, who knows. 256 gig model something. It doesn't even have a name on it. It's dark, like a Western Digital. Product of China. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on it, no brand name or nothing. I had no problems with it. I actually cleared it and put Windows 10 on there, if you guys seen that or took notice. I'm gonna take some pictures of this with it being tore apart before I start putting it back together. Okay, here we go. Also notice there's like this nice little pad there, like a vibration pad. I think it's pretty nice how this is all set up. Slide that one in there, hinge it down. If you got it in right, it will miss that little threshold area there. And that was a bigger screw. Had a bigger head on it, if you guys can see that. There we go. That's there. I think I had two bigger head ones, didn't I? Okay, yeah, we still got one more. The other big head one goes on the thing. I'm still under warranty, but I've done enough modding on this thing that I'm probably out of warranty now. I put Windows 10 on it, and then Windows 11 came out for it, so I put that on it, but I totally cleared it. I did not want Linux or whatever on there at all. I did not want a dual boot, because I actually use this thing as a computer. It's powerful enough. The only game I haven't been, I can play GTA with it, I can play Forza Horizon with it, I can play everything with it. The only two games I have not been able to play on it is Sinking Simulator, which is basically a indie game, and F1 2023. Which just came out, I think. I don't know. It came out free, I know that. I downloaded it. It was like 40 gig. And then it said, sorry, you have the wrong AMD processor or something. Could not get around it. Other than that, it's played every game. And it plays every game because it's a smaller resolution screen. It's not 1080p or anything. I think that looks good. They could do that for warranty. Okay, I think we put everything back in. Let's get a quick snap photo of it. Okay. And let's put the cover back on. Making sure that that is lined up right, because one of your screws goes through there. Push the bottom on first. Push the top on second. Here it's snapping in. Awesome. I should have cleaned my gunk out of there, but I'll be putting a new case on it soon. And put all your screws back in. Do not over tighten them. I see some people using a drill. I don't know why you gotta have a drill. Them are some long ones. All these are long, aren't they? So there's 4 longer ones. I'm assuming them probably go... I guess you better mark them as you take them out, because I didn't even take notice. It's not even the right screwdriver. Hey Google, turn on my light.
Sorry, it looks like 2 lights aren't available right now.
You're okay. I bet one of them long ones goes in that. Because of the screen, the long ones go in the corners. Because the long one looks like if you put it in the middle spots, it would go clear through the screen. It's cool. They really thought it out. Instead of just saying, let's make them all short. So I did not do a backup of the computer because I kept doing I know you can click a transfer, clone a device and all that. I never had anything really on the hard drive. I used the 1 terabyte I had plugged into the bottom. So really it was just Steam I was backing up. I'm like, I can probably install Windows 10 quicker than cloning this device, or Windows 11. So I went the route of I'll just reinstall Windows 11. Most computers, you have a ton of files on there. This one just didn't have that. Also, I tried to do a Windows image, and it feels like Windows 11 is trying to phase that out or something. So I could not get it to work. And I tried all day watching different videos and everything. Don't over tighten these. At the time of making this, the second one is coming out. It's still called the Steam Deck, but now it's OLED. Let's see if it at least starts up and gets to a boot menu or something funky. Default boot device is missing. Boot failed. Insert recovery media, hit any key. Select boot manager. Basically, I'm going to be booting it from up here. Luckily, we shut it off and we have enough battery. So let's go get that Windows 11. Windows 11 on that. There we go. Guess I'm going to have to do it sideways. I did fully charge this in between just to make sure. Activate Windows. Do that later. It's Windows 11 Home. And there we go. We actually have 1.9 terabyte. That's nice. There it goes. I didn't have to do anything. I knew right what to do. I'll let that sit there. I'm sure there's a glare. Restarting. Now to get the drivers and all that, I will either have to go on Valve or it will come through on Windows 11. There's videos on that. It may just figure it out for itself. Okay. This is super bright. I don't know if you guys can see that. Gonna sign into my account. Says it'll restore. That's kind of nice. I didn't put that flash drive in, or the SD card yet. I didn't want it to accidentally boot from that. Create a pin. Okay. And if we look, we have 1.83 terabytes. So it worked. Sweet. No sound yet. It don't have all the audio drivers, all that downloaded yet. Let's go ahead and let this sit for a little bit. It's downloading all my profile stuff. And then we'll restart it without the flash drive in it and make sure it boots. Okay, let's go ahead and just shut it down. Shut down. Remove that. And if we turn it on, it should boot right to Windows 11. Perfect. That was fast. Yeah, that was pretty fast. That was cool. So I'm not going to do any testing. Other people can do testing. I was just making a video. Thanks for watching.